Welcome to Body in Balance Podcast. I am your host, Charla Johnson, the certified licensed physician assistant, sent here to kick some knowledge your way once a week for the purpose of educating, informing, and enlightening this audience concerning physical, spiritual, and emotional aspects of our bodies in relation to the ultimate master, creator, the one and only God of this universe. Yes, yes, come on, give it up for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, our true and living God. It is in Him we live and move and have our being. The doctor visit. What makes your provider visit productive? Today, we want to discuss and address the ideal provider visit to your regular doctor or your specialty provider's office. Now, this may seem like a simple conversation, but I don't think it's really ever been addressed. It is assumed that everyone knows their role in the provider patient relationship. However, online medical information such as WebMD, Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, etc., tend to dominate conversations, making you, the patient, feel like the experts in medicine. While the train. So, our four objectives today. First one, be prepared to give symptoms. Number two, listening goes both ways. Number three, understand what is required of you. And four, comply with treatment. This will help to give a productive visit. So, how can I help you today? You got to be prepared to give symptoms. So, I just want to be real with you. I have people come to my office and start telling me about what other providers have told them and what they'll share with what that other provider said. And they tell me what medications that they felt was best. And we're only given like 15 to 20 minutes for appointments with our patients. And as a result, spend that time wisely and give your provider body parts that are affected. And B, how long have you had the problem? And most of all, give your symptoms, the pain or no pain, swelling or no swelling, redness or drainage, fever or chills, cough, loss of smell or taste. These type of things are information that is absolutely valuable to that question. So how can we help you today? Or how can I help you today? As a provider, that's what we want to do. We want to offer solutions to your problems. We want to get down to the brass tacks of what you're there for. Think about it. If what that other provider had said, or what that urgent care person told you, if it were really helpful, would you be in the office? Probably not. I'm sure you could find other things to do besides sit in the doctor's office for at least 30 minutes. For listening goes both ways. And that's our second point. Once the cordials are completed, a request is made for really what brought you in, or what's your referral for? What were you referred to the clinic for or office for? We ask this not because we haven't looked in your chart or read the referral. I've been accused of that before, and that's not exactly why I'm asking. We want to know because we want to hear it from your words, your symptoms, not what someone's told you it was at the last visit or few visits that you've had. Think about it. If what was done in the past worked for you from your other visits, you wouldn't be coming to the office. You wouldn't waste your time, your valuable time, to come and see us. So basically, we want to know from your words what's going on with you, what's happening. This is especially true when you're seeing a specialist. We listen and we ask questions because the mind of a clinician works like a computer. So I'm going to tell you some secrets. As you give us symptoms, you're actually inputting symptoms of the body parts, the length of time you've had the problem, what it feels like, how long it's lasting. We So number 3, try to develop a partnership with your provider. Always try to have a provider-patient relationship that's a partnership and not be matriarchal to my patients. Don't be afraid to ask questions and to understand the plan for your care. It's your care. This point promotes compliance with provider's instructions or what we're asking you to do. If the provider has explained things that are extremely complicated concepts, and they seem overwhelming to you, let your provider know. Things you should do for complete comprehension, to get an understanding. One is ask questions. Ask questions and ask for spellings of disorders or diagnoses. That way you can Google this information. You can go to WebMD and check out the information. These places have more information than what you can get in a 15-minute visit. Ask about major side effects of medications and treatments or imaging studies. C, figure out the length of time that you're expected to be on medications. Is it for the rest of your life? Or is it just for a 3-month period? Or is it just for 7 to 10 days? D, when are you expected to follow up? Should you come back if a certain amount of time you've... So this brings us to our 4th point, which is on your part to comply with the treatment. The team comes together to make a plan. And if you take the time to get off work and go to your provider, share your information, and allow us to exercise our expertise to ensure your best treatment plan, it is incumbent upon you as a patient to adhere to the treatment plan to obtain the best results. As I talk to you about partnership and developing a partnership, there's trust there. So if you trust me, I want to be able to trust you. So if I spend the time, that 15 minutes of intimate time to discuss your problem, give you options, and tell you what I feel is best, you lead me to believe that you're going to take the medication or do the imaging study or comply with going through with the procedure. That's what I expect when you leave, or that's what that provider is going to expect. Your care team is going to think that's what you're doing. However, if you really don't feel that that's the plan you want to do, or you really don't have the finances to do that particular study or that particular treatment plan, or you can't take off work, say for. This concludes today's episode of Body in Balance, the doctor's visit. First, attend your first visit armed with the facts of the body parts, time of problem, and answering providers' questions as asked. Secondly, stay focused on the primary problem when going to your provider by letting them know your symptoms and the time frame for the problem, what you've already taken, what's worked and has not worked. Two, understand, or three, understanding the mindset of the provider is comparative to a computer, which takes your information as data to be input of your symptoms and produces a diagnosis and a treatment plan for you. Thirdly, we want to be sure and ask your doctor questions. There is no dumb question when you're in the doctor's office. If you don't understand and you don't know, you just don't know. And lastly, follow your doctor's orders for the best outcome for your problem. If you want the ultimate treatment plan, then you've got to be compliant. May God bless, and hopefully this information has been transformational for you.